okay, gonna try this again. I need to make a video because I'm going to start my chemical peel process today. I am not going to wait until I learn how to string video to give all the different bits and pieces and of the process of a chemical peel. When I saw the video the other day, I mean, it really it woke me up. I need to do this. My neck has not been done in a couple years. My face, gosh, probably close to a year. So the marionette lines and the smile lines and under eye circle lines, pigmentation, blotches, and everything, it'll fix all that. So a couple of applications over the next month, and it'll make a world of difference for me, at least. And maybe you'll see a difference, but at least I won't have to wear makeup or anything. Oh, in my hands, it'll take care of some of those age spots on my hands, although I've not cleared it up totally when I've used it in the past, but I haven't used it regularly on my hands, but I think I'll focus on that this time too. But anyway, so I'm gonna talk real quick because I just tend to ramble, and I'm sorry about that. But the product, let me grab that, hang on, here, I just placed an order for 6 more jars. It comes in this little 5 milliliter bottle. I buy TCA 30 from this place, and it is the strongest that you can put on your face or skin, and it would burn it. I wouldn't recommend it for anybody who's doing this the first time, unless you've actually gone and had this done before, know the strength that your face can handle. It comes in a 4-pack or a 6-pack normally that has a 7%, 13%, 20%, and 30% strength. 30 being the highest. I think when I went to the esthetician the first time, they had used a 7%. You're going to get 7, 13, maybe a 20% going to a spa. I don't know anybody who uses 30%. But anyway, 30% is what they used at the endodontist, the oral surgeon's office, when the esthetician there did it for me in Winter Park, Florida. I went in there for a root canal, and sitting in the waiting room had seen a binder on their table that had all these procedures they do there. Anything from the neck up, whether it was surgery or some kind of procedure for a facial or whatever. And I opted to do the chemical peels. It was an alpha hydroxy fruit acid glycolic peel or something like that, fruit acid glycolic peel. And it was $50. And then I went 2 weeks later. It was called the 15-minute lunchtime chemical peel. And that's what it was. And you didn't wear makeup for the next 2 weeks. You went back 2 weeks later, another 15-minute peel, and $50 later. So $100 total over a month's period, 2 weeks healing process, and it's done. And vehicles are driving by, but and then it's done, and then you can start wearing makeup again a couple weeks later, but you're a month down with no makeup and everything. But man, your skin is beautiful after that, nice and clean and clear and healthy again, truly peeled from all the damage you've done to it, whether it was through a tanning bed or the actual sun, or the garbage you put on your face every day like me. But so anyway, so ever since I moved from that area, I was trying to find something that was comparable. I'd gone to local spas. You go have a microdermabrasion, nowhere near the same effect. You go have a chemical peel, nowhere near the same effect. It's like baby stuff compared to what. And then I even had a doctor prescribe me Retin A, and I had alligator skin, which this can do to you too if you're not careful with the amount of time you leave it on or anything like that, and you can end up with alligator skin peeling for weeks at a time. But anyway, not necessary if you start with the 7% and then work your way up. And by the way, the link that I'm going to leave below, you don't have to use it, but there's plenty of videos on the processes and everything there. And if you did start at 7%, it wasn't enough, you go up to the 15%. They have a 4-pack, I think, or maybe it's a 6-pack, but there's 4 options in there with 7%, 13%, 20%, and 30%. So you can work your way up, you can step your way up. And really, that's enough to last you a few years, in my opinion, because my 6-pack that I buy now lasts me a couple of years. Each of those little bottles has about 10 to 12 applications in it, so you're good. And when I put it on, let's talk about that. When I put it on, I just do, I stopped using the fan brush, and I use the triangle pads, those triangle makeup pads, and I put it on the heavy parts first, and around here, and then I fill in, everywhere else that needs it. Have a little portable fan on my face, a handheld, and 1 or 2 minutes later, I'm taking it off. I'm not buying their neutralizer. This is me. You can do what you want if you decide to go the route of buying anything from them. But I don't buy their neutralizer. I use what they used in the esthetician's office the first time that I went to the dental office or oral surgeon's office, which is Cetaphil. The milky Cetaphil is what works the best. But if you can get the clear Cetaphil, that's fine too. The clear, the milky, but you try to find unscented. You don't want anything with any kind of scenting or any kind of artificial anything inside there other than just the straight Cetaphil. And it can be generic Cetaphil. You don't have to have the name brand or anything like that. But there is something in there that as soon as that chemical is starting its burn, that you are taking it, or when you've burned enough or whatever, you'll know from watching the videos how much time to allow. The frosting is key. Listen for that word frosting in the videos and pay attention to that, because that is key. But you put the Cetaphil on to neutralize that chemical, and you're going to pat it on. You wet down your washcloth, you pour some Cetaphil on there, squirt it on there, whatever, pump it on, whatever bottle you bought, and you pat it on your face. You're not going to wipe, you're going to pat. And basically after that, it cools everything down, and you're going to rinse it with water, soap and water at that time. But you don't want to be washing or wiping your face. You want to just pat, if at all possible. But yeah, and then you got like a 2-week process, no makeup. It looks like you've had a bad sunburn. And then new skin. If you went too far or too long in some areas, which it will do because skin's not even tone all the way across in strength even. And what'll happen is you'll be probably more burned, deeper burned in some areas, but you'll love the results after a couple weeks. And then they say to go do it again in a couple weeks, which is what they did at the esthetician's office. And it's like having baby skin. I'm telling you, I'm really looking forward to doing mine. Like I said, the link below that I'm going to keep for you. You can use it or you don't have to, but at least go check them out. You might know somebody who might need it, or you may want to keep it in mind for the future. Even if you're not going to use the 20% off, just go check them out. They've got some really good stuff. And just know, from New York to actually even LA, I want to say, not only Las Vegas. I remember buying product from Las Vegas. In LA, there was something I bought too. There's nothing out there that's going to beat this strength other than through a medical prescription, like the Retin-A. But anyway, check it out. And I'll let you know the results in about a month or two. I don't know if I'll probably wait 3 weeks to do the second application, 2 to 3 weeks, and then we'll repost another video, makeup free, and see what we got going on. I should be pleased with it at least. Thanks for watching. Till the next time.